I'm Mariska.
And I'm Drusilla. We participated in the Tootsie Pop Challenge.
And we're from Troop 10374. So my lollipop was specifically a raspberry one. And it was not, my observation of my lollipop was that it was not a complete rounded circle with the bump as they have in the center. That one side was a little bit flatter than the other one.
Yeah, mine, it was, like how a lollipop should be on one side, and the other side it was like flat. It was almost a line, straight down.
What flavor was yours?
Not sure, because I don't eat Tootsie Pops.
I think it was cherry.
I think it was cherry. Not sure.
So in step 2 was to come up with a question based on observations. Mr. Owl answered it for us. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
And it is not 3.
It's not 3. My hypothesis was 250 to 350 amount of licks. I said that because the lowest was in the 200s, from 200 to 300, but then one of the highest was like 350, sort of like that, but then the most highest was over 500, so that's why I went.
Where did you see that from?
From the 500, from, I forget the state, but they had a licking machine that counted the licks and licked it till it got to the center. And so did, I think, Texas also had a different one, but theirs was in the 400.
What was your hypothesis?
I just shot out a random guess at 300.
And step 4 was conducting the experiment, which I didn't write nothing in the box.
I mean, it's fairly obvious. You lick the Tootsie Pop.
Mine, when doing the experiment, I went until it got to the middle of all the way around, not till you reached, till you reached the Tootsie in the middle all the way around.
So you went the whole Tootsie Pop then.
Tootsie Pop.
Got all the candy off.
Yes.
Okay.
And I just licked one side of it. Because that's how I've always licked lollipops. I just work on one side and then move to the other.
So you did one side to the center.
Yes.
Okay, so two different kinds of stuff here.
So doing my way, licking all the way around, mine was 640 licks, which, because I licked all the way around the whole candy. So that means that I would lick one side and then go to the other side and lick the other side. So it was basically doubling.
So you were turning the candy?
Yes.
Okay.
So I would lick the one side and then I would turn it and lick the other one.
Okay.
So even.
Even. Okay.
And then my side, I only licked one side, and I got 450.
How was you licking one side? Just going up and down, or
Up
just
and down.
just licking? Okay.
So so step 6 was to report your results. And what I said is that it takes different amounts depending on how you're doing it and how the challenge, the way that you think it should be ran, is depending on the person. And also, so it depends on the person how many licks.
Yeah. Oh. Also depends on enzymes in your saliva. Don't ask me how that works, because I don't remember.
Which the enzymes are, for anybody younger and haven't took biology or know what enzymes are, is it's the stuff in your saliva that helps break down your food. So, depending on, some person might have more enzymes in their saliva than another person. So, it will break down the candy differently. So, that's why it depends. And it also depends on how much saliva you're producing, because some people produce more saliva than other ones.
So, do you guys think it makes a difference? So, you're saying the more saliva you have, the faster it's going to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop?
It's the more saliva, it's most likely, but you could also have more saliva, but then have less enzymes.
Yeah.
And so if you have more saliva, less enzymes, will be the same of having more enzymes and less saliva. So, but what you're aiming for is the person who might get 250 licks might be a person that produces more saliva and also has more enzymes in there.
Very interesting.
But that is not for every person.
Very interesting. So that's how many licks it takes to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Now the world knows. We are from upstate New York.